for DCUO, I actually created OIiverQueen.
Hello, Batman. When is a door not a door? When it's ajar. The door to what I know is definitely ajar, Batman. If you can find your way to me. Ready? Press the start key.
There we go.
Man, that last trap's gonna leave a mark. Poor mark. He's still open. Who is this? You're not Batman, but clearly working with Batman, or you never would have found me. Very well. Solve my riddles and you will find me and my message for the Dark Knight.
I hate how this door takes forever to open. I swear, this is probably the most annoying bug in this game.
We have a winner.
Yeah, like I'm on a specific mission where you get to fight Deathstroke, and the door just doesn't want to open. And it's at the very beginning, like once you get past it, you're good.
Start to think outside the box. What I'm trying to convey. Don't you? Don't do that. You're gonna die laughing. Heard this one before.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick that up and get that out the way.
The Soma Cube is akin to an elegant philosophy, but I'm sure someone of your mental capacity is more familiar with the brightly nicely done. Very good. The answer to the final riddle? Me, of course. But you'll only get through if you solve all my riddles.
Tasty adventure penguin. Holy shit.
What, you futuristic piece of junk! So disappointing.
They're not hard, right?
What is? DCUO? It's
Oh,
probably,
DCO.
that's probably the easiest game I've ever played. Just gotta take your time and build your character. Like, if you know what power you're using, then it's just child's play, really.
Three sons.
Like, so many people in DCUO try to stick to just being damage roll, and they think that there's no skill to playing support.
road.
It
And
takes
each of
more
the
skill
good
to play
routes now
support than it does to
scroll.
play damage.
Yeah.
Cause damage, you just sit there and you
Remember,
spam
son,
powers.
the
But
left
support,
hand
you gotta
trail,
actually
with
manage what
dreams
you're
of
doing
riches
and
in
know
his
how to play
head.
your role.
The youngest took the middle pass, a wife he
I think
hoped
that's
to
why I've
find at
never played
last.
DPS. I find it boring.
The
It's too easy to
eldest the
play.
right road did claim. A fine estate was his good aim. The roads did wind and twist and bend, but each path
Holy
seemed a
cow, man.
strange dead end. To
Fucking
dodge this
forces
fate,
you to go
so say the
fast.
sages, order not their paths, but
Oh,
instead their ages.
Very sage valedictorian. Okay. Uh,
Riddler here. This puzzle box, when correctly put together,
yeah, look,
reveals an
all
inch.
my attack power.
Apologies for my overly protective bodyguards. I had, of course,
Maxed
already
out
determined
fucking
that you
health.
aren't Joker's assassin.
Your time's up, Enigma. I'll kill you for free.
Oh, it does that. What?
Help me!
Oh my god.
You're gonna get it!
The contract said nothing about keeping you in one piece.
Get down!
Oh great, the lag.
Why, Deathstroke. I'd have thought the man famed to use 90% of his brain would have figured it out already. Joker's played you. Check your bank account if you don't believe me.
I see. The Joker's transfer was denied for insufficient funds. Well, there you are. No money, no contract, no funeral.
After that, maybe I don't mind Batman not showing after all. Tell Batman, T.O. Morrow was working with the Joker, but he's gone rogue. That toxin is far more dangerous than anything the Joker's used before. And T.O. Morrow has the real formula. Now, I'm going to go hide somewhere where the Joker will never find me. Come on, girls.
There we go.
Okay, I did not mean to change the chest style.
Still, the boss's levels change a bit.
Yeah, can't keep everything the same.
Well, all I said was the boss levels keep changing. Like they add a little bit more mechanics to it.
Oh yeah, they gotta do that for you. Otherwise the game would get boring.
Yeah, true.
Riddler's compulsion to flaunt his knowledge in riddles has helped us, but condemned him. The Joker will kill him for exposing his J1N1 robot attacks. With luck, you can get to the Riddler before Joker's killers do. It's the only chance the Riddler's got. Now that we know the Joker is working with T.O. Morrow, we can start making plans to take them both down. The new Joker toxin is far too dangerous to leave in their hands, not to mention Morrow's Jokerized robots. Thank you for your help today. Speak to Nightwing in the safe house. Batman out.
Oh, I died. Lame. I killed like 6 guys. Well, I don't think I'm gonna grab that armor next time. Armor thing kind of sucks. Gives you more health, but fucking no damage.
Sorry about that. Didn't know that they was doing construction in the next room.
Fine. What's looking for? All stats. Okay. Oh, and it's tournament. There we go. Oh, well, I know what I'm saving up for. Tournament health control.
So you made it out alive against Deathstroke. You're one tough customer. And that's good, because with T.O. Morrow working with the Joker, we're gonna need every hero we've got.
This is Oracle. The international crime organization Intergang has created a new religion based on their so-called crime Bible. We need to shut down their operations before their cult spreads across Gotham. The Question in Gotham's Diamond District Police Station has more intel.
Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today? Anything in particular you're interested in purchasing today?
Oh, excuse me.
Batwoman and I are working to keep tabs on Intergang's religion of crime. We can use your help. But get ready. These Intergang believers are more than just muscle. They truly believe.
I'm tracking Intergang activity now. Looks like one of their main bosses has a safe house nearby. I'm putting it up on your map.
And you better too.
You don't mess with Intergang!
No one is stupid enough to mess with Intergang. But you try. You never know with all these inhuman villains running around.
Take them out!
Oh, nice. Keep them.
Take them out!
The Book of
What are you
Blood.
doing with your cut of the dough? Where you at?
Verse 23. By deceit ye have freed yourselves from the illusion of truth, and thus learning the first lesson of blood.
No one interferes with Intergang and lives! It is written! Get 'em, boys! I belong to the religion of crime. The world will drown in blood before a weakling unbeliever like you makes me talk. Wait! Just in case the prophecy isn't true, I'll tell you. Mannheim says the crime Bible promises infinite power once he kills the twice-named daughter of Cain. He's doing it tonight. That's all I know.
If Mannheim is planning to murder someone, we've got to get there now. I'll try to contact that woman in the question so you can join forces.
Target Tango. Designation static. This target relies almost completely on his ability.
I knew I smelled someone in here.
I commit your
Hello.
soul to Cain.
Yeah, still here, man.
Choke 'em.
Sorry, I was busy. That's awesome. If I can find a god on this level, give me a bunch of help.
think I may be the only
Blood.
gadgets player right now in DCUO that won't use that invisibility stuff.
Lilith raised him
Yeah, there's a move that
and setting his hands
there's a move that
upon
most people tend to spam with gadgets and mental, where they just turn invisible and then they try to one-shot people.
virtue.
I prefer an actual fight.
For ye lust heartily, but have not strength nor courage enough to slake it.
Even if it's 3-on-1, I still wouldn't use that
Quick, turn
invisibility
off the
stuff.
security camera before Intergang knows you're here. I'm showing a terminal
I'd
nearby.
use it for the AIs and have some fun with them. You know, put them in handcuffs and everything, but playing against other people, nah.
What is that? Yeah, when I played one, I made one with gadgets. That was pretty fun.
Tonight we will feast on the flesh of the weak.
Like, the fighting mechanics on DCO is just too easy. Even when you're fighting 4 AIs at once, it's still too easy.
Rejoice, my shapeshifters! The prophecy is fulfilled. The twice-named daughter of Cain, Batwoman, will die as the crime Bible foretells. Ah, look, Kyle. Another sheep to the slaughter. So you think to stop the prophecy? My shapeshifters will feast well tonight.
They are mine, Whisperer.
And I think there's still Grayson kids watching the broadcast. If so, hello. I don't think I
Still here, man. Don't worry.
No, I mean, like, there's someone watching the broadcast I'm doing right now.
Kyle, you fool! Must I do everything myself?
Yep, that is him watching.
You are
The Book of Blood, Chapter 19, Verse 12.
I think somebody's building something. Reason why I hear a machine going on in the other room. So if there is a loud noise, I'll mute my mic again, just so that way you wouldn't have to hear that.
alright.
I don't know if you have your TV up, and also to Grayson in the watching the stream. That's also for his benefit too, so that way wouldn't blow his speakers out. That's if I hear the machine turns up again. But later on, I will be like I will be broadcasting a new character for Destiny, and then I'm gonna show the entire journey for that character going into the second one. Because I did enjoy it for a long time. I played the crap out of it, and then I just stopped. Yep, that's a nail gun. Oh, they barely managed to hit me on that. I can hear him snapping in the other room. Like, this whole loadout is insane that I have for gadgets right now, and I don't even have everything unlocked yet. I'm not using a turret, I'm not using invincibility, or the move where you go invisible. I'm just using a regular grenade that stuns and does damage, a napalm grenade that does damage over time, then I'm using a gauss grenade for debuffs, followed by, I can throw out a thermite, mine to, like, trap an area once multiple enemies are stunned. Of course, the usual shield, which I'm planning to get something extra for once I get my stuff unlocked for the base. Because, with the white mods, you can actually put a back mod into your gear. When you break out of a stun, you regenerate your health. And if you put a mod into your hands, you can also regenerate your health whenever you use a shield.
We'll eat your heart for Mannheim!
Yeah, it's crazy how you can set this up. Alright, if you can, Grayson, just shoot me a message through PSN and let me know who you are, and then I might be able to, like, add you from there. No, I mean, like, the guy that's watching the stream, he said he tried to add me, but it wouldn't take or something, so if he could send me a message through PSN, then I could add him there. I mean, it's good to connect with people that actually understand what you're doing and wouldn't mind watching to see something different. I try to keep it interesting by not staying idle, to just keep moving.
So that ye might learn truths that are hidden, that ye might pull secrets hidden
DC.
in the very heart that hides. And so see my kingdom rise anew upon the earth.
Okay, yeah, on
in
DC
Cain's
Universe,
name.
like what I did with Oliver's name, like the first L you see in his name, that's actually a capital I. Yeah, there's a little trick that you can use when creating a character's name. Like, you can replace a lowercase L with a capital I, and if you go like all caps with a person's name, a capital I can be replaced with a lowercase L in case the name is already taken. Yeah, so on this PSN and on a previous PSN where I had like 20 characters, none of them have a name with a bunch of numbers in it. with this character's name, I may have went with the original, just like lowercase L instead of a capital I, because I think the name was just available.
Saith the crime Bible. Let the razor
I think this may be the only like original name where I didn't have to modify anything.
The heart of this wayward daughter. May the fires of pain and rage blaze on her. In Cain's name.
Oh, attack, run, jump, speed, everything's out.
Hey Chucky, have you played Absolver?
Solver? No, I was thinking about it, but nobody I know has it.
Oh, it's free to download, free to play. I thought a lot of people would have it.
I will eat your heart while you still live.
Downloaded it? That was kind of crappy.
Yeah, to get the hang of how it works first though, I recommend playing offline, just so that you can understand what you're getting into. Because when you go online mode, you got people that like to gang up on other players who are new to the game. True, but when you have the option to figure out what the game is like first before having to deal with people that try to jump and do this 3-on-1 situation, I say it's nice to get the hang of what you're getting into before getting into that. Otherwise, you're just gonna get a beat down over and over again, and that's discouraging for people who have no idea what is even like to be online.
Your brains will run red. I shall stop you have not stopped the prophecy of crime. All is written.
Take the book.
In the vile book.
Hang in there, Batwoman. We'll get you to a doctor.
Oh, his character's name is Lightspeed. Okay, now I get it.
The Book of Blood, Chapter 3, Verse 10.
Yeah, just send my character a message and I'll add you to the friends list. Just burning through missions to get through the story.
Manhunt's planning to sacrifice her to fulfill the Crime Bible's prophecy. Get there and rescue Batwoman.
Book banned. That mission is done.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Whatever.
Well, I jumped down and there was nothing by me, so I started shooting the bastard.
My sensors indicate you have strong exobyte gifted powers. Why do you fight against me? Your gifts are gifts from me. They came from my future technology. You are a child of Brainiac. Do not fight. Join your master. Give me your powers. Become one with Brainiac.
You obtain them in the game and you never save them up, so it's like,
So it's either you use the chips you gain on there, or you lose them.
Completely.
Yeah, I'd have to pass on that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No matter how little you got, there's always enough for you to use. Like I had 5, so I figured I'd increase my attack by 1.
Thanks for your assist against Intergang's insane cult. We're going to take a careful look at this crime Bible. Who knows what other prophecies it might contain.
PSN is short for PlayStation Network. It's basically your online profile name.
This is Oracle. The Atlanteans
No, someone was asking in the stream, what's PSN?
I'm trying to contact Aquaman, but we can't wait. Speak to Martian Manhunter at the Chinatown Safe House. He has on-the-spot information.
Oh, my PSN. Matter of fact, yeah, that's it. Gagio 4208. Basically the Iron Dragon Slayer from Fairy Tail. And a specific group of numbers. That would be my PSN. I don't do two-handed weapons, but I will collect that style. That utility belt I can't use yet, but I'll hold on to it. Alright, I'll be adding you later on. Right now my notifications are turned off so that way it doesn't pop up during the stream.
Holy fuck, man, this level's hard.
Avi, you're right there.
Need to get a fucking +2 to my strength, man. I gotta dodge laser beams that are hitting me in every fucking angle. And then
Well,
I gotta run back through it by jumping on pillars just to get out of it, okay?
that sounds like a headache. Welcome to the stream,
Oh my
light speed.
god. It is annoying, that's for sure. This game's all about jumping at the right time.
Alright, something's fishy. That would be the Aquaman mission. Well, you're already in the stream. Might as well add you to the group. Okay, first add to friends list. Now I can add to group.
Oh.
Now for the Aquaman mission.
Shit, man, I'm just randomly jumping. And somehow I'm making it.
Which police station? Chinatown. Yep. See you at Chinatown.
I spoke to Aquaman only recently. He misses his wife, Queen Mira, but he did not mention this war. Now his mind blocks me, and all the Atlanteans are shielding their thoughts as they swarm our shores. We need you to help prevent a mighty war.
Alright.
Yeah, beat the level. Just gonna beat the boss now. Oh, okay, that's not cool. Whoa.
Ah, more gear. That's nice. Go ahead and throw that on. Get ready to start the mission.
Hello, traveler. Do you require mystical equipment to use in battle?
Alright. Now he's got super speed, so I'm gonna need a head start when I get out there.
Holy cow, man. This guy, all he does is throws out bats and shoots laser beams in all directions. And you gotta jump on platforms to avoid everything.
I'll admit, that sounds like a very difficult game to play.
Well, it's Mega Man, right? I mean,
Okay, that is the problem. Not all my styles are on lock. I was wondering why I kept having the problem.
let's see what this is like. Ooh, that looks cool.
It's acrobatics.
That was a fucking tough level, man. And there's still a harder mode that let them on.
There are some advantages to acrobatics though, where you're on certain missions, you can't really hang up in the air like you want to, and you gotta be stuck with the enemies that are on the ground doing damage.
You will need your skills in this fight. The Atlanteans are invading and turning innocents into
Or if you feel like just having a
we
little
must find Aquaman and end this
like
unjustified attack. Until
little
then,
competition
act with
sliding down the
force.
side of a building,
Push them back and
almost
free
looks
the
like you're
enslaved
surfing.
humans.
How did they do that to me? And why?
You know the funny thing is, this character is only like level 27, but has like 130 skill points.
How did you get so many?
I had another character that was my main for a while, and when I learned how shady a specific group really was, I just kind of got burnt out on playing that character for a while, and then I just started playing this one. Now it's difficult to go back to that one, and it was my fire character. Like, if you get back on DC, you'll see there's a group called Saints Row 3 or Third Street Saints. They started out as a different version of the Saints Row League, and I joined them as Matt Miller. And then I learned how shady the group was, and like after they had changed the name and went Mortal Kombat, like I had changed my name to Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion. How about while I was at work one day, they just booted me out the league and said that someone else was online more often and stuff like that. Just we got someone else who actually wants to be part of the league, and I'm like, what? I'm sitting here grinding this character out. Like, I started the character brand new. I didn't buy any upgrades or any of that. Like, I grinded his skill points to 141.
You need to stop them. How did they turn the whole city? And why?
Like, I grinded his skill points all the way up. And they said that I was just not into it. Okay, this time, hold on. Like, he teleported. Like, I was about to pick him up. There's too many of these guys around.
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city. I was afraid I'd be their slave. How did they do that to me? And why?
Atlantis' army can always use a drylander slave.
I'm going with you.
Like, since I have 2 armories on this character, I'm gonna have one armory set up for martial arts, and like wearing just either like regular clothes, like civilian clothes, so that way whenever I'm in Metropolis, he'll look like the regular Oliver Queen, and whenever I'm in Gotham, I'll switch to the iconic look, so he'll look more like Green Arrow.
You need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for this character.
Now I'm starting to get used to what the characters like when you beat them, you get
You will all be slaves soon.
oh, let's increase. Okay.
civilization, and they've always sneered at us dry landers. But they've never invaded before.
I was afraid I'd be their slave forever.
The Atlanteans are teleporting via magical tide pools further into Suicide Slums. Shut down their reinforcements and
Something
restore
tells
their
me
kidnapped
Lightspeed is
victims
attacking
before the
something
tide
that he
takes
shouldn't
them
be
all.
attacking. Then again, he probably tried to run through an area that's meant for like T4 and we're level 27. Like once you hit level 30, then it becomes CR base, and there are some areas between here and possibly his base where you gotta be like CR 70 just to even survive.
You will all be slaves soon.
The situation in Suicide Slums is
So,
out of
Lightspeed, what is your power and what is your weapon?
Stand down, invaders. You won't invade the proper.
An army can always use a drylander slave.
Now, the power I'm using, the only way I can heal myself is if I use my supercharge. But I'm about to group up a bunch of enemies at once and then show how you can beat a bunch of enemies without having to rely on spamming powers, which a lot of people do these days.
Whoa! By the way, how that hurt.
Atlanteans shall rule all the earth.
Damn it.
I need to find a larger group and get all these guys together in one spot. Here we go. Let's group all these enemies together at once. Oh, fire! Your power is fire? Oh my, that's like my best power. He's using possibly my favorite power and martial arts. I could teach you a loadout that would allow you to actually handle yourself, not just in PvE, but PvP. Because one of my previous videos, I've uploaded fighting 3 people at once by myself, and it took them almost 5 minutes just to get me out the way. And this was 4v4 PvP. Like, my teammate was just on the other side of the map, just sitting there like, so where's the enemy at? That's back when my other character's name was Death's Emissary, though. And I was in tank role the whole time. Like, I was not DPSing at all. I don't think I have one DPS at all. Across 2 counts, nearly 30 characters, I don't think I've ever DPS'd.
How did they do that to me?
Like, every support role in this game is OP. Like, it really is. I mean, tanks, you can constantly heal yourself depending on what power you are. Healers, I mean, that one's pretty obvious.
We need to stop them before they turn the whole city.
That's in case the enemy tries to follow. And then control role, depending on which power you go with, I mean, lanterns, you got a healing move you can use. The mental and gadgets, you can do all kind of stuff to just stun lock enemies, reflect damage. Quantum is just, it's beyond OP because you can stun someone and keep them in air to where they can't fight back. Like, all powers are OP on here. So many people say that only certain powers are good. I'm like, nah, just gotta work on what you're doing. I think that's the main thing. Like, so many people say that only certain powers are good, but they gotta get a better hang of what they're doing.
Blonde hair and blue eyes. By these signs will you know the spawn of Codex. Hat, Sea Creature Commander, and Revolutionary.
That's one thing I've been meaning to do is put together a full team that knows how to use their weapon and not just spam power. That would be a nightmare of a team to do for PvE and PvP. I could imagine the nightmare some people would have. If you got a healer that's in front of you that expect their character to have at least some skill points in vitalization, so every time that they break out of a stun, they regenerate power, and every time they do melee damage, they regenerate power. Could you imagine that? Then you have a controller that can sometimes heal themselves while their stuns are just through the roof. Not to mention having a tank out in front that can heal themselves while constantly relying on melee damage and just standing in front of them to keep them off the healers. That would be just, I'm talking about a sick combination that would be unstoppable. Because nowadays you got so many people that just spam their abilities. If you get a full group of people that know how to use a weapon and they use their power sparingly just to keep themselves alive and just enjoy the fighting, that's a group nobody wants to fight.
I can't get in touch with Aquaman at all. He's
And I mean nobody wants to fight that kind of group.
Stop this. Sure, he and Queen Mira lead a race of proud Atlanteans, but invading Metropolis seems a bit drastic.
Alright, the moving brick one.
This unprovoked attack must be stopped. Aquaman will not answer my hails.
Okay, there's something going on with your loadout that you have. Have you been repairing your gear between missions? And also, what is your loadout? Cause like right now, as Fire, you should have at least 2 or 3 moves unlocked that will allow you to heal yourself, and you should still be able to do massive damage, especially with martial arts. Alright, there we go.
Well, this time I beat that fucking level with the disappearing bricks and laser beams with 0 effort.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hey. What's up?
How you been?
Okay. Dude, I was gonna go see a concert tonight for a bit.
What concert?
I'm gonna go see Polar Bear. Oh, hold on.
Okay, this time Lightspeed, hold on before you get up.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen him conquered in a while. We're at the Katies thing, so I figured I'd check it out again. A bunch of my friends, including this chick I know, she's like, well, Cicero dancing around since like 2000. I'm like, no.
Okay, I need to see what your gear is, cause this
It's
is.
been around for years, like since the 90s.
How old is he?
Okay, Lightspeed, all your gear is broken.
Well, she doesn't know my,
How?
like how the, like when they were. She just knows like the songs, and
I think I see what the
I just
problem
know
is.
how to sing the songs. So she's like super stoked to go see them because she thinks they're super new when it's not.
Oh. You know what that
But I'm
means.
proceed.
Hey, Tiff, you still play Destiny?
Long have the Atlanteans made use of power crystals in their magics.
On 1 or 2?
The Atlanteans have planted magical artifacts along
Yeah,
the
I've
rocks,
been meaning to
so
go back to
villagers
Destiny
can
1 and
gaze
start
on
a
them.
broadcast,
If
because
you
I'm going to be
destroy them,
doing
they
a
will
character
force the
from 1
Atlanteans to
all the
retreat
way
into
into
the
2.
sea.
Why? I was gonna say, why don't you do Destiny? Start Destiny 2, but you're gonna carry the same character?
Yeah, like, since I've been doing a lot of stuff on YouTube lately, like right now I'm making my 49th video, and Destiny is gonna be video number 50, so I figure if I'm gonna get into it,
Special for the viewers.
yeah, I wanna showcase what an actual character can look like. I'm not getting paid, I just doing it because I enjoy it.
Russian slave monger fish people!
Yeah, I don't know how many people still play Destiny 1, but I figure I could do all the solo stuff.
Soon.
You'd be surprised, in all honesty. Like, you'd be surprised about people playing Destiny 1.
Yeah, I've seen some of the salty reviews where people went back to 1.
Yeah. Destiny 2 is
Seize the Drylander!
But now I got 2 characters that are up for Destiny 2. Now I need to do a Titan.
Yeah, the character I'm gonna do though is gonna be a hunter, cause I've actually done all 3 classes before. Like I've done all 3.
I would say Hunter's the way to go.
Like hunter has been my favorite class, and they're the one class that gets a bow when you get your 3rd like tree unlocked in Destiny 1.
Yeah, your subclass, yeah.
And lately I have been playing with the bow a lot in different games. Like if you check out some of my Warframe videos or Overwatch videos, I've done a lot with a character that uses a bow. And I recently finished, the 6th season of Arrow, so I'm just really into the characters with the bow. Like bows and arrow have become my thing.
When's this conference end?
11 o'clock.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Slave
be up
monger
then.
fish people!
I will.
It doesn't start till like 9:30.
Oh, Central 9:30. Okay, then we'll talk before then.
Sorry.
Yeah, for Jamie.
Boss called in and said no work.
Oh.
Lucky.
Yeah, he said, yeah, too wet. I'm like, okay, well, it's going to be sunny out all day. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's going to rain eventually. I'm like, whatever, man. I'll take the day off. It's my 2nd day off in a row, so.
Martian Manhunter deciphered some
Second
Atlantean
day off.
thoughts before they shut him out.
Yeah, this is
They say
definitely
Queen Queen Mira is causing this war, and Aquaman is her devoted slave. Slave, huh? Anyone else find that suspicious?
I sense Circe's cruel lies in this endeavor.
Okay.
You must stop this invasion
Alright.
where it begins. Martian Manhunter will meet you below the abandoned shipyards. Perhaps together you can
It's been a
break
while
free
since
to
I spoke
Aquaman
to her.
and restore him to reason.
It's alright, Lightspeed. We all make mistakes eventually. Hey, Chunky, the guy that's watching the stream, he's actually in a group with me, and I was just pointing out that his gear was broken, so that's why he was getting killed. In like one shot, almost. Yeah, you just gotta remember to repair your gear every chance you get, between missions, and also between PvP matches. Because that stuff does affect your gear, even Legends. Most people don't realize your gear does get damaged after after a Legends match, and if they hit circle on you while you're down, it increases the cost of your repair.
Hold up.
Which is the most annoying thing, by the way. Now, to get the objectives, I tend to stay away from this area over here. Like, I would go a little bit further this way. Yeah, like where we are now. Simply to avoid the big bounties. Can't exactly beat them just yet.
Wretched slave-monger fish people! The Drylander's slave.
What did they make me do?
Atlanteans shall rule all the earth. You'll all be slaves soon.
Okay, I don't know who that is spamming. Okay, Tom Jr. Okay, gotta put this person on ignore. Because that BS is taking up all of my screen. There we go. Now I can see what's being said in group.
Kneel before your betters, pathetic Drylander.
Greed. Alright, that's it for today on this character. Nice to meet you, Lightspeed. I'll see you around. Now to start my live broadcast for Destiny, and then eventually I'll get to Destiny 2. This is Godjill, aka OiiverQueen, signing off.